let's say I'm a pastor and I actually have attraction to men. What I'll do is try to persecute, and I'm a hypocrite, obviously, in this scenario.
There's a lot of those, actually. There's a lot of
So
those.
I'll try to persecute and say, you have a choice. You have to deny those feelings inside. You have to, you know, all that other stuff. And it's because I, as the pastor, have been denying my feelings inside. And I feel like if I don't get to enjoy those temptation feelings,
then why should
shouldn't
you?
either.
That's all my theories about why there's last thing. So another reason that there's such an issue with, you know, alphabet mafia is that people still don't understand, and they think it's a choice versus someone's identity, and therefore we're choosing wrong.
Yeah.
Like, people are still under that misconception. And like, for me, before I accepted myself and I was in denial, like, I was still a gay rights advocate because everybody deserves equality and equal rights and not to be fucking discriminated against. Black people who know about discrimination, God, they're infuriating. But yeah, people, we be having that conversation, you know, choice versus born this way. And I was always like, why don't you just ask queer people? Like, why don't you just ask them? Then you would know, instead of assuming something you will never know. Like, and then I know you have a theory about this.
I think. Alright, y'all. Oso's theories. We back again. Last time it went viral on the video. Let's try it again.
It did.
Straight man's theory. Alright. Queer people. Stick with me. I know. I ain't part of it. I know. Stick with me. Let me hear me out and then judge. Alright? But not too harshly. Damn, I got feelings too. Alright. So, my theory. Straight guy talking. Caveat.
So remember, in the conversation of the alphabet mafia, whether it's a choice or people are born this way.
Right. So I have a theory that those who are very adamant about the persecution of gay people, and I'm gonna use that in general, like, you know, because that's how they kind of categorize people. They just like,
queer, as the Samal term for the whole community, is something new. Not everybody uses it.
Right. So they'll just be like gay, you know. So for certain purposes of this conversation, that's why I'll be using. Know that I mean no offense. Was that good? Y'all gonna still come at me? Probably. It don't matter. All right. So.
Damn, cancel culture.
I'm having fun with it because, like, if you can't tell I'm genuinely, like, and I'm not, like, I mean no ill will, then I don't know what to tell you. You're just gonna assume whatever you want anyway.
I just don't have time.
So, anyways, so I have a theory that because they want to persecute anyone who's gay and within that community so harshly, and they say it's because it's a choice because they believe that it's a choice for them. Now think about a choice for you. They're saying that there's a choice of acting on it, which means, or at least implies, that there's an attraction to act upon. So for me, as being 100% straight guy, which is why I can tell that this is different for me than not somebody else, I don't have any, like, there's no, like, choosing to sleep with a man. I have no desire, and there's no attraction whatsoever. So it's not like, oh, I'm resisting some type of temptation in order to not sleep with a dude. It's like, I don't want to ever.
That's not an option.
That's not an option. So it's not a choice. Whereas them, like, let's say I'm a preacher.
So,
I'm
hold up, let me just reiterate. His heterosexuality is not a choice.
Right. It's not a choice.
It's who he is. He was born this way. That's his identity.
Right. I love women. You know, I love women.
How do you do?
You know what I mean? Oh. Anyways, that's the matter at hand. So yeah, let's say I'm a pastor and I actually have attraction to men. what I'll do is try to persecute, and I'm a hypocrite, obviously, in this scenario.
There's a lot of those, actually. There's a lot of
So I'll try to persecute and say, you have a choice. You have to deny those feelings inside. You have to, all that other stuff. And it's because I, as the pastor, have been denying my feelings inside. And I feel like if I don't get to enjoy those temptation feelings,
then why should you
either? And that's why it comes down, it's harsher. Because you're actually trying to, it's almost in a backwards way, like you're talking to yourself. It's like you're like, don't do that, don't do that. When inside you're like, don't do that, don't do that. And you still have those feelings and that attraction.
Because why? We're born this way. It's a part of our identity. We can't help who we're attracted to.
So that's my theory, is that a lot of people who are like gung-ho, really like adamant, like if you have somebody who's got the battery in their back and like that's their mission, it's like the persecution of someone who's gay, and they're adamant about saying in particular the choices, that means that they probably are resisting those choices because they have something to resist. There's an attraction within them to other men or other women or whomever. And it's like they can't deny, there's something about them that they can't deny that. So they have to, instead of internally dealing with that, they have to outwardly project that onto everybody else within the community. So that's my theory as a straight fella. And I really see it because I don't have those same feelings. Like I don't have that like
knee-jerk hate.
Knee-jerk, yeah. It's like, it's weird as fuck to me, honestly. Like, to be honest.
Ooh, also like for straight identified men who date trans women, and then results in them violently attacking. Yeah, I know, but them violently
it's like
attacking
little dots
her.
on the screen.
But yeah, results in them violently attacking her. Like that violence.
Oh yeah. That's because your ass.
Because you're upset with yourself, for your attraction. That's what that is.
Like that's
what that is.
Example.
That's what that is.
Great example.
Yes.
Yup.
Because I'm like,
why you mad?
Yeah, who cares? You care.
You was attracted to her. That ain't her fault.
It's not.
You know what I mean? For it. And then someone would be mad even after they follow through. Like have sex and then still be mad because they're mad at themselves and then they have to take it out on the other person. So yeah.
So self-reflect and deal with your own shit. Stop putting your shit on the rest of us. Okay? Thanks.
Right.
Alright, so in addition to that theory, what say you about why there's such a problem with gay and trans people in the Black community?
So yeah, I gotta talk from my straight perspective, and what I hear a lot
is
as
well.
Thank you. This is my translator. Make sure I don't get in trouble.
Well, no, you were saying straight, and I'm like, you're also cisgender, so. As I'm also cisgender.
Right, but I don't remember to say shit like that. See what I mean? My translator.
Got you.
Yes. All the customs and shit. Like, I'm in a foreign land, motherfucker. I'm in a foreign land. Not trying to get fucked up out here. But from my perspective, I think like a lot of it is, well, you heard about like bucks when it comes to
breaking.
Buck breaking.
Yes.
Yeah. So I know that.
God, the hoteps be on that shit.
Yes, I've heard that. I've heard that whole notion. I'm sure that's perfect.
Okay, pause. I identified as heterosexual for 26 years. Now I identify as bisexual. And the fucking master raping my ass would not, like, what the fuck? Nobody likes to be raped. The fuck? And that doesn't change your sexuality. Like, yes, you may have some fucking trauma, but it, like...
I think that's where it is. It's the trauma. And that never gets really resolved. Because I think women have had, like, permission to talk, even if it's, like, amongst themselves, about, like, some of the things they've gone through. Some women haven't, and especially prior to the Me Too movement, a lot of women haven't. But there's, like, always been, like, that outlet for men. Nah, if some shit happened to you, you just gotta shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very true. Very valid
maybe
point.
there's that, and then like that knee-jerk reaction to that, to not wanting that within your circle or space. The whole masculinity, the whole reason why the other video that I did went kind of like mini viral, as I will say.
Our viral,
you know what I mean?
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.
It's because of the whole theory, my other theory about like the masculinity when it comes to penetration. So go back to our other podcast. I'm not sure exactly.
It's By Pride.
By Pride. So go back to that podcast, take a listen. If you're listening, if you're watching, check out that video, give it a like.
I can put the link in the description box below.
You know what I mean? Give it a like.
Yeah. Share, comment, you know, let the people know. Yes.
Because I think it's a good theory. But yeah, in short, to wrap it up, so I don't give too much away, so that I actually get some views and other stuff. Come on, go watch it. It's okay. Penetration, I believe, is associated with masculinity, while being penetrated is associated with femininity. And I'll break it down a little bit more in the other video. So
it's not necessarily you believe. I mean, you may, but that's what society is also.
Right. That's the theory, is that I think that a lot of people associate those two things, and that's why perhaps within our community, the black community, we're like, especially black men, very homophobic, wary of association with anything gay, because we want to keep our masculinity intact.
Because again, white men didn't respect black men.
Right. For women, I actually don't know. Now that I say that, what is how would you say the relationship? Because with men, I think it's like very homophobic, like anti, like fuck that, oh, you're gay, you know what I mean? But what is the relationship, do you think, between the queer community and black women? Like, do you think it's different? Like, how is it?
So it's not as violent.
Right.
You know, like,
thank God for that.
Right. Thank you. But well, thank the universe and Mother Earth.
Yeah. All the time.
But I think who gets a lot of heat is stud lesbian women or masculine of center women. And they get heat. They get heat from men, from black men.
Okay, so back to the niggas.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, they get heat from black men. I would say trans women get some heat. I'm trying to fight for y'all
fellas. I'll try to switch it on the women.
Yeah, trans women get some heat from women. And honestly, as a cis woman, I think that's just insecurity in yourself. Because it's their life, it's their body, it's their identity. I don't give a fuck. Like,
trans women getting
heat from cis women.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that. I've seen some of that online.
Like, some cis women don't think trans women are women just because they don't have the body of a cis woman. And I'm like, I understand the differences. And that's what, with the trans awareness movement, it just made me reflect. I'm like, so who am I as a cis woman? And what are our similarities in the culture of womanhood? It just made me reflect and explore, not hate, shame, discriminate. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't...
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have enough energy to hate people.
Right? Like, who has time?
I got shit to do. I'm trying to
live my best life. Shit.
I'm too busy trying to help people.
You just unhappy with yourself. Good God.
But okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Now that you say it, I kind of can see that.
Yeah. Hey, it's the Real Family. It's your girl Rocqi.
And your boy Oso.
And thanks for being here. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell.
Right, because subscribing and hitting that notification bell does two very important things. One, it gives you notification on our new content and make sure that you're up to date on everything that we put out every week.
Every week.
You know, every week.
Every week.
And then number two, it helps your boy and your girl out with some money. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it honest.
It's so real, baby.
But in all seriousness, this is just like the video portion, the YouTube portion of our content. We are It's So Real podcast. So we have all these episodes just waiting for y'all on how many platforms?
11 different streaming platforms.
11.
So it's up to you to choose.
Yeah, there's no excuses. We on everything. So whatever platform you're most comfortable listening to stuff, your content on, we're right there for you. So look us up. It's So Real Podcast.
And our link tree is available on our YouTube channel. Go over there, find the platform that works best for you, subscribe to our podcast, and hear the full thing, because we have a lot more to say than what shows up on our YouTube channel.
Exactly. With that being said, check out the rest of our videos while you're here.
You know? And be sure to subscribe.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
And love.
Always.